Everyday life, from the significant to the petty. Time now for Christy Gustafson-Barlette on 107.7 GNA.
Golden Goose, the KGB, the content queen, Gusta Rhymes from the Times-Union and TimesUnion.com. It is Christy Gustafson-Barlette. Good morning, Christy. How are you?
Good morning. Well, I think today you can definitely call me the content queen because we have some really good content.
Well, so we were talking about the royal wedding yesterday off the air. There's a little bit of dysfunction in it. And Meghan Markle has actually made the wedding kind of interesting, right? With some of the family drama.
Yeah, between the drama with her father and then her half-sister. The half-sister's going on all the TV stations and talking unkindly about her. And then, of course, there's the will the father come, will he not? Because she's had a bit of a strained relationship with him over the years, and he's been kind of setting some strange things up with the paparazzi. So this had us asking listeners and readers, what was the family drama that affected your wedding? And the people came out, and they had some amazing answers.
Now, you did this, and you protected people's anonymity, right?
I did. So I posted it to Facebook, and the people who responded there on the post were public because their names are there. But several people also sent me emails and direct messages, which I understand because, while a lot of people have family drama, you don't necessarily then want to air it publicly.
And it's specific to that family, so people know whose drama is whose.
Yes, and feelings could be hurt. And then it starts a whole new level of family drama and discourse if their names were there. So,
what were some of the ones we really liked?
Well, I have to start with one of my favorites, and that was my mother-in-law wore a white lace floor-length dress to my wedding. She says, I'm still pissed. Leading up to the wedding, her mother-in-law kept saying, no, it's champagne and it's a surprise, don't worry. But then the day of the wedding, she did this big reveal to the bride's husband, so essentially to the mother's son. And there's this photo of them together, and the mom posted to Facebook, and people always think it was the mom who got remarried.
Oh, my God.
So that's how much the dress looked like a wedding dress, enough that they think that she's posing with her son at her wedding.
It's a surprise.
She even wore white shoes and a white shawl.
Oh, my gosh. That's so weird. That is great.
That's pretty good. All right.
Another one.
Go ahead.
Well, another one said that my family dysfunction caused us to elope. They said we cut everyone out and went to Vegas. And they told everybody it was a spontaneous decision with no forethought. But that wasn't really true because the groom wrote me this one. So his mother-in-law was taking over before they even picked a date or decided what type of wedding they wanted. So they said, you know what, forget it. And I think they've been married about 4 years now, maybe 5. And the whole family still does not know that it really wasn't a spontaneous decision, that this was planned.
They just didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, I feel like anytime people elope, they always make it seem like,
we just didn't want to bother anybody else.
Or no, we just didn't spur the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they acted like, we were in Vegas, and then we happened to decide let's get married, but really it was...
No, that's your family.
Planned.
They're lying to you. Like they're saying, we just didn't want to invite you to stuff. So it's like when you go out to dinner, or hang out with a set of friends, and your other friends are like, "Hey, dude, how come you didn't invite me?" Oh, dude, whatever, it just happened spontaneously.
Yeah.
Baloney. You know how hard
they
it is?
happen to be here.
Yeah. He ran into them and said, "Let's get a table for four."
I don't think so. Okay, so we're talking about family dysfunction that upset the wedding. Give us another one,
We've got to
Christy.
do the Zingagram one.
Go for it.
So
Okay.
this is funny. This is from a woman, and her mother-in-law hired a Zingagram to essentially mock people at the reception.
So that's when they
so what
hire
happened
like a character.
It's almost like a character who's got I guess it's sort of like a comedic roast. I mean, for lack of a better term, but it's short. They often sing to do it, and it's personalized. It's definitely personalized because they know some stuff in advance, and then they go and they.
So the mother-in-law
hires a
hired
Zingagram at the
groom's
wedding
mom,
to mock people at the reception.
and then the groom got upset with the lady, and he pulled off her wig. So she called the cops and said she was assaulted.
Oh my gosh!
But the only reason that the groom was not arrested was because one of the guests was a police officer, and the police came, so he explained the situation.
So wait a second.
to the cops.
So I'm sorry.
would you get a
so mother-in-law hires basically
Zingagram.
like a comedian Zingagram,
It's
like
a
somebody
roast
just
person.
to roast
But, like,
people at the
The
reception.
groom does not think this is cool. Obviously, he must not have known the Zingagram was coming.
And he snatches off her
Her
wig.
wig, and she says assault, and calls the police.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
That's pretty good.
A little dysfunctional.
I think this one wins.
Wow.
If we were crowning a winner.
Yeah, and then if we could get to one other one, there was
ahead.
another one where this the couple, sent out invitations and children were not invited, which is very, very common at weddings. But the family wrote back and filled in the food choices, and like wrote in the hands, like Johnny is coming and we'll have this, and Jenny will have this.
For their kids?
For the kids, in addition to the parents. So the bride and groom called and said, no, I'm sorry, kids aren't invited. We have a budget. We have, this is not what this is for. It's an adult-only reception. So the family got mad. This happened with more than one family. I think it was two families. They both didn't show up at the wedding, and they still don't speak to the bride and groom today.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know.
To understand people have a budget.
Weddings make people crazy.
How about they wrote in the kids' names and what they wanted? They'll have a hot dog.
It was like, oh, wait, macaroni and cheese isn't a choice? That's okay. I'm bringing Johnny, and you're going to make him a special meal.
Chicken fingers.
I like the filet mignon.
That's great. Christy, thank you.
This is good.
Enjoy the royal wedding on Saturday and whatever dysfunction comes along with it, and we'll talk to you next Thursday, okay?
Hi, guys.
All right,
you.
thank you.